Hey, so see who I got here to add to my Happy New Month surprise for you guys.
Yo, good to have
My
you
bestie,
here.
my
Wow,
hubby. How you
wonderful.
guys doing? So say something to my
Wonderful.
people.
It's nice being here with this beautiful dancer. She just wishes I come around and say Happy New Month. So from me to you, it's Happy New Month of April. I'm sure in this month money is going to overflow. You know what?
Yes,
So if you have not thought about investing in real estate, this is the month for you to start betting that thought. All
yes.
right. So my name is Dr. Mutibeakah. I love to be with my wife.
We are practically everywhere together, guys, really. And I want to say a special thank you to all those who have become members of my live stream. What they call it, my live stream family at night, 9 p.m. Lagos time. And I thought it's good to come live on another time zone, right? And that's why I'm making this video. And also, we want to talk about real estate a bit with you guys because I actually came out to on the what do I call this, like inspection tour.
Reconnaissance. Site
Reconnaissance.
reconnaissance.
Oh, site recognize. I think you can hear it. So my husband is an architect, a building contractor, developer, all that. And I went with him to work. Please don't mind the noise. Um, I went with him to work and see two sites now. And it's just been exciting. It's not my first time going with him, like I'm practically with him, but I just thought, oh, I need to plug you guys to what I do outside
Is this
publishing.
video live?
Yes,
Is it
it
public?
is.
Is it public?
That's another thing.
I've not got a notification.
Hey, that's true. How would I even go back? Okay, I just
Okay,
need to end
YouTube.
it.
Wait a minute.
Is it showing?
I think I've got a notification.
Checking to be sure that this is public. Is it public?
Continue.
Well, how? Check now. And the noise is increasing. Let's go. So it's kind of noisy here. So we went.
Yeah, it's public.
Okay, good. So we went out to check in whether this was actually public. So we went to check out sites that on his line of his work. So I wanted you guys to see what I do outside talking about money and outside publishing, of course. So that's why. So that's our car right there. It had a little fault and they're working on it. That's why you're actually hearing all of those sounds. So we're in a very, let's say, great. Yeah, we are in an estate in what I like to call the tourist city of Rio, of course, you guys know. And this is an estate, one of the streets. And my husband just thought, okay, so I will have passed a lot of beautiful buildings. I would have shown you guys, but I guess I can show you guys later too. Maybe I should do some clips and use this for a long form video or something. But let me show you guys my view first. Yeah, so you can see we're just taking a work while they are working on our car. So we came up with my husband's clients. But the vehicle we used for the for the inspection got bad, so we took the liberty to walk around while it's being built. So look at that building. Some of the buildings in this
Look
estate.
at the other side.
Yeah, so look at this side as well. Of course, this estate is still developing, so there are a lot of bare lands as well. So look at this side. And this is where we are coming from. You can see.
You have some more. Look at the other side.
Yeah. So you look at them. It's quite a big estate.
Very serene.
Yeah, quite serene and all that. But of course, it's not. If you live like in the big cities, you might be wondering how is this an estate, right? But this is one of the primest estates, and for smaller cities, um, it only gets better as time goes on. So real estate is such a big deal. Yeah, this estate is such a big deal in Uyo, if you know. This is Shelter Afrique Estate. And so all the times I have been here, I've always wondered like, so it's not like the buildings are uniform. Everybody builds. I think they just build according to how you want your house to be.
Yeah.
Not really like
Honor,
uniformed. It's not those kind of estates where you have. I mean, it's not one of those estates where you have your like uniform
Yeah.
buildings.
This is owner occupier.
Okay. So, because it's owner occupier, so there's a lot of development going on, and people are.
Even though there was a prototype build that actually was the initial phase of the estates that brought people into it.
Okay.
And that's actually the old buildings that you see around. It's on the other end.
Yeah, I think there's one here.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So see how the buildings were made before, those bungalows.
This is the low cost area.
Yeah. So
we also have the high density. This is high density area, which is low cost, and we also have the low density area, which are the duplexes.
Okay.
That one was actually for the high income earners. But if you see most of these buildings, people have started restructuring them to give it a feel of how they want. Look at this place now as it is. This is like a cul-de-sac. It's the end of the road, even though there's another road crossing, but you can't go through.
Yeah.
It's part of the security strategy that you come into this and you don't just exit, you get the pause. But quite nice. Quite nice. Okay, see, people are still developing, and some of them they have been developing in the past 5 years, and they're not done. Okay, look at this one too.
Yeah, this is ongoing. Yeah, I really love real estate, and having a husband who is in the field is like fulfilling, and being in this estate and show you guys finally.
But
it's kind of so.
That's why I also come into the picture, actually, to tell people, because just by looking at this building now, I have noticed some flaws, especially this one under construction.
Yeah,
I've noticed some flaws, and some of those flaws are the construction method, the processes of construction. I tell people that you do not have a concrete beam or column that's been designed without putting in pipes, and you now come to construction sites and
like which one?
Sites. Look at this column where you have those pipes that are there.
Oh, okay.
That beam too. You're not supposed to have those pipes inside the beam, because the strength of it will be weak, because that hole was designed for concrete to be. Now you have now infused pipes into it. It becomes a hollow beam. It wasn't designed to be a hollow beam. You get the point. And now if you don't tell clients this, they won't know. They say they want it conduit. Yes, there is what we call ducting, which these things can also be done. And I tell also people that architects think in multiple dimensions, but when you go to get artisans, builders, they will think in one direction. They only want to solve their problem, not considering the totality of the whole thing. So you understand this is an ideology of why you should seek professionalism when you're going into real estate development, because this is actually going to outlive you. Your real estate will outlive you. It's not something that you do after 5 years
and you put it down.
So it might be at the point where you're supposed to be earning the fruit of your investment, and you actually need to pull it down because of failures. So those are a bit of tips, and there are numerous tips that you can get from me. But anyway, this is just to let you know, and I'm not going to go in here to take more.
No, of course it's not. I can imagine how I can imagine how professionals feel when they see like projects that are not done by the book, in that sense, that are not done properly. You wish you were there to tell them exactly what to do, but there's nothing you can do. I mean, it's already going on.
Look at the other one. So that's the old building, dilapidated. Even though it's about maybe 20-25 years, you understand. But the building just understanding the climate where we are, that we are in a warm, humid climate with high rainfall. We don't need gable ends. You understand? Because it is the exposure of rain that has made the wall,
so peeling.
And it has also destroyed the material that was used. You don't even use wood to do your fascia in this region, because you will be exposing it to deterioration. You understand what I mean here? So that is what this building has faced. Okay, look at the front of the building. Are you seeing the washing away of the surface?
And so that's why people are buying off this kind of old
Old
housing and
houses
then
and
reconstructing
that's it.
afresh, which is what my husband also came to help clients do. They are taking a tour of a particular house and they will have to do heavy renovation to get the house popping. It's amazing to have a house like this, and opposite it you have this person as your neighbor. It's funny. So but that's how the estate is, because it wasn't properly, I would say it wasn't properly designed and done the first time.
Yeah.
That's why there's this disparity, right?
The
Because
point
how would you have a neighbor
the point
here
is the
and there you
location.
have,
The
yeah.
point is the location. The infrastructure was planned. Like you
Okay,
have the
yeah, they have the
road, you
roads
have
and
the
everything, yeah.
drainages,
But
you
the
have
houses,
yeah.
weren't planned properly.
Because the houses are now being developed by individual choices. Even though we have a regulatory authority that controls this, but it doesn't really limit you to the kind of design. It's only the building lines, the kind
Mm,
of fencing that you have that are being controlled
mm.
there, and which is also the reason why a lot of people troop into the estate, because it gives them that freedom.
Liberty, yeah.
Only major attraction I see is that people want to live where the road network is good. That
Yes.
you drive out from your house and you have a tar road that it rains and drains will be going through. So you don't drive through the mud to get into your house. Since
Ah,
it could
well, lack of developed countries problem. Because in some countries this is not even a problem, guys, like, right? I mean, they're not talking about roads here,
look at
right?
the other building.
And
That's
yet,
the point.
and
Show
yet,
them the other building. Power.
yeah, I'll show you guys another building right now. And yet this state is one of the most developed when it comes to road construction. So if you guys can imagine, right? So let me show you guys this building my husband said I should show you. That's another neighbor up around there. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if I can zoom on live. Okay, I can zoom on live. Okay, great. So just check out that building. So imagine the owner of this house being the neighbor of.
But people will be
Being of this.
wondering, why do we have that one that looks as if it's beautiful? It might look beautiful, but trust me, two rainy season, that building will need maintenance. But the other ones that do not have that have hip roof, it will stand the test of time. For this is just quite interesting for me.
But I can see plenty hip roofs up there. So you guys can see these buildings. So see what he means by hip roofs.
That's a hip roof.
So these ones are hip roofs. So that means that's what is
level of
ideal.
rainfall,
Yeah.
it will protect, the building will be protected.
So building is not just to put concrete and build. You have to take cognizance of the environment
the
and
climate,
the weather. Yeah.
That's it.
Wow, and the soil, because I hear you talk a lot about soil capacity.
Exactly.
Wow. So guys, this is the masterclass you guys didn't pay me for. So I brought my expert husband to lecture us, because money must be made. And see,
but they should feel free. Anyone can feel free to ask any question.
Yes, please ask questions, of course. Even if you watch this video in the replay, please ask your questions and he will answer you. Real estate is something that I really love. Like whether I'm building a school or building a mall or building a residential building or building whatever. I think the real estate is so tangible. It never goes down. Like you can't have a house that is not except it's those kind of houses that, even with those kind of houses that we saw at the back, that is already, dilapidated. The owner will still sell it and make a lot of millions for you to buy it off. So really real estate is just the bomb, right? And we're getting into another place that have a group of beautiful buildings. I like the mixture of roofs in this place. Let me show you guys my view, or our view.
And I think
see that roof.
Is stable. That's
yeah.
Why you see the other person has gone into solar.
Yeah. So see this kind of roof, and you can see this other type of roof as well. Wow. But this estate, well, I don't know, it's not really well maintained. Okay, maybe because they are bare lands, so people will throw trash in the bare lands. It's fun.
Another thing is, because of the area that we found ourselves, the estate is quite big, that there are areas you go to, you just see series of beautiful houses.
Yeah.
So this is like the old development. Is the people who built about 15, 20 years ago that you see houses here. There are people who just built like 5, 8 years ago. The houses are not the same as what you see here. then the ones that built about 20-25 years ago, you also see those houses too. And it's a mix within the same environment.
Yeah,
It's not
exactly.
like it's a zone that was faced
And
with
I
the
don't,
development.
and that what I really don't like
It's rather
because
being faced.
yeah, because I've seen a lot of estates in places like Abuja, Lagos, Port Harcourt, especially Gulf Estate in Port Harcourt. I mean, you go to a phase, you will see the same type of building, the same kind of color, the same kind of
Because
floors.
that one is developed by the developer.
Ah, I
You know,
love it.
the estate owner or developers develop the building to a type that people come to buy to own.
Yeah.
But here, you only buy the land.
See
And
this other road. So this is another part of the estate. You can see.
it's still under development.
So this is another part of the estate. So it's just
So any questions so far? You got any
not yet,
questions?
no questions yet. So let me show you guys. Guys, whatever you're doing in this life, think real estate. You can have a land that is more than all of this you can see,
So you see,
and you can build different
you
things.
see that one of these houses influence the other. Somebody must have built
Build and business, yeah. But I love the roof of these ones too,
Yeah.
even though they're not hip roofs.
But actually,
This
those
building.
roofs will not stand our climate.
So what will you need to maintain this kind of roofs that I love?
What it takes is you need to have a waterproofing material
On
on
where?
the wall. On the wall.
Okay.
So they kind of.
So they can be a waterproof. Yeah, that makes
yeah,
sense.
Well, you need to have a waterproofing. Most
So
people
before you paint it,
the paint could even be waterproof.
waterproof.
The
All
plastering
right.
could be waterproof.
Amazing. I love that.
That's
You
kind
say
of
so.
thing.
There's a solution for something
Yeah,
now.
there is, but sometimes it fails. You might see that.
But if
because
rain, there's a kind of rain that will still touch the windows.
this climate, this environment has
Yeah.
acid rain, and
Oh.
if you have acid rain, you don't that it will corrode whatever you put over time.
Over time.
So you give it maximum. If other buildings dilapidate in 2 years, this one will take 3 to 5 years if you use such, you know.
Yeah.
So that's where the concern normally comes.
So it means that the house will be costing you money every
Okay,
other
look at the
time
other
to
person in
maintain.
front. He decided to tile the wall. That's it. Because
Which one?
the other
Okay,
one
okay,
in front.
yeah.
That
This
one
one
just tiled
tiled it, yeah. Let me zoom it and show them. This building here is tiled,
completely.
right? Yeah, all the way. Makes sense.
So
I
that's
love
it.
real estate. Who else loves real estate?
I do.
Drop in the chat. Let's know. All right. I'm gonna come back around here. I thought there was even another road like left. Okay, I'm not sure there's a right turn that will bring us where we are coming from. But we can still walk till to a point and come back. I'm not sure that can. Anyway, let's turn back. Let's turn back. So come with us, guys. Come with us. Come with us. My baby. We can't even tell them what we went through yesterday, guys. Anyway, life. You see how this man is just walking. Yesterday,
I'm smiling.
I'm smiling. No, yesterday he was lying down.
He was life.
He was life threatening. Let me put it like that. Till about night. But you know how life is. I guess that you that are listening, I'm sure you say I can relate, right? Life is just funny. You can be up now, partying, doing your thing, planning your life. And that day you're planning to do XYZ, that might be the day you might not be able to raise your leg. Life is funny. So I usually say anybody that doesn't fear God, live by God's standard, that person is pitiable. Like, I pity the person, really. Anyway, so that's one life update for me and my sweethearts. I'll talk to you guys later while I'm receiving fresh air. Let's get back to see whether our car has been fixed, so the car can take us back to where our own car is, and then we can commence our journey back home to our children. Time to rest in a bit. Hopefully we'll get out here soon. All right, thank you so much. Thank you for the love. Bye.
Bye.